Welcome to the channel. Coming to you live from Sapulpa, Oklahoma. I didn't expect this guy to be here, the hookup, but I think he might be. So you guys know where I'm at, the Bass Tank, picking up the brand new 920 Elite Phoenix. New wrap, new grass, new everything. Going to take you guys through, show you the boat, all the electronics that are on my new boat for this year, and some of the cool things that we got going on here at the Bass Tank. Nobody better to rig a boat than these guys. So let's go in, see what they got cooking. We done, Big John.
Business.
It looks like your boat with grass.
Yeah, it is.
That's funny.
Yeah. Shipping and receiving going on. This is all what we received today.
This is receiving for today?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Comes in the front door and goes out the back door.
Little cramped in here. A little tight. I like the new, if you're in need of a trolling motor, I think they've got a couple. Different brands, different sizes, different lengths. Man, plan right there, son. That's the man right there. I was here at the Bass Tank office shop. We got the new Arig Holster. We had this at the Classic, you guys that hadn't seen it. This actually goes on your rod. You put your Arig to it. It's a cool little feature. I believe it retails at $19.95. You can find it at thebasstank.com. Get rid of the tangles and the mess in your rod box right here. Arig Holster. Pretty cool. Phoenix plant. I was looking for Scott. I thought he would be here. I thought Scott was here every day. Is he not here every day? Scott, where are you at? You on a secret mission?
He's on a secret mission.
Scott, where you at? We was gonna get you on camera, and you ain't even here. I tried to call him. You know what it did?
Voicemail.
Straight to it.
Yeah.
Were you in the Amazon? You left the Classic and went fishing without us, didn't you? This is my new boat. You've seen it. This is a 920 Elite. This will be the very first one that I've run that's a 920 Elite. I like my 20-foot boats. This is a 920 Elite. I've ran the 920 XP for years because I'm crazy about this hole. Just got it wrapped, Bass Tank wrap, as you guys can see. Darren's got all my grass and my electronics and stuff on here at the Bass Tank. They went through and did my rigging. Some of my rigging was done at Phoenix and then some of it was done here. These guys really do a good job. Got the harness put on. I'm gonna let Darren explain what the harness is to you, what it looks like. I've got 3 126 echo maps and 1 10 echo map. So basically I've got 3 12-inch screens, 1 10-inch screen, and if I need any more screens, dude, I gotta quit fishing. I just try to keep everything simple. Like the layout of this boat's not any different than my layout of my boat last year. It's pretty much the same. Like I say, there is a little bit difference in the boxes and the lids because I have changed from the 920 XP to the 920 Elite. So I got an extra day box. The XPs have two boxes here as opposed to one. This just has the one, which I really think I'm going to favor because you're always having to move from one box to the other. We'll get into it. Here's a really cool thing I got. Yeah, I got a radio this year. This is the first time I've ever put a radio on a boat. Brandon Mosley had one in his Phoenix, and we fish on Tuesday nights together at Hefner. And that thing makes a dang difference. I got one question up front. I got to ask the class, get asked this all the time. So let's start up front. Can we start up front? Yep. All right. 126 Ultras, Echo Maps. Is that a 110 Echo Map?
It's a 106.
A 106. So the 10 is for 10-inch. The 112 is for the 12-inch. Okay. Ultras. Are these networked together? Because this is a question we get a lot. This is all the guys talked about. And I know when we first came out, or when Garmin first came out with the live scope, we weren't networking them together. We were keeping them separate.
Okay. Yes.
So tell me the benefits of
sharing waypoints, data. So Basically, mark a waypoint here. It goes back to the back. You can see live scope at the back, live scope at the front. You can run live scope off the 10, live scope off the 12. You can run all 4 on live scope at the same time.
I know this is something that I've done with my co-anglers since we fish in a co-angler format, is I've actually turned the live scope on before in the back for my guy, just so he can see what's going on. I just did that in Florida. I had a guy that was in contention to win, and I wanted him to be able to see what I was looking at. So that's a cool feature. Darren Thomas, bass tank technician. Sounds better than installer to me.
Yeah, we go with that.
Okay. All right. So we're putting in the foot pad. This is not very interesting. You're not going to learn much here, but
Same thing. Similar. Is that straight?
as an arrow. But I've been running this force trolling motor for 3 years now, and I had no idea that that's what that was for. All right, so all you guys that are talking about the harness, which this is actually a big deal because a buddy of mine over in East Tennessee just called and ordered one of these. He's got a brand new boat, he had brand new Humminbirds put in, and he's like, dude, I'm having all this interference, da-da-da-da-da. I said, call the bass tank, talk to Zeke. Zeke sends him one. 2 days later, he's calling me this morning on my way here, actually, and is talking about how big of a difference and how much clearer his graph is, right? He's gotten rid of all the interference and everything. And it's because of this, right?
Correct. So dedicated 8 gauge going from the battery to the breaker, from the breaker to the harness, harness to all 4 electronic and live switch.
All right, so I wasn't expecting Hookup Sookup to be in office today. I actually thought he'd probably be on the water fishing or out traveling or doing some type of business deal somewhere. And I was actually surprised. You guys saw his truck outside, which is always a good deal. I want to see John. We just spent like 4 days together at the Classic.
Yeah.
Picking up my new boat. John's got it all wrapped. It's ready to rock and roll. Got the bass tank down the side. We went with the black logo this year. Black wrap. I've run white for the last 2 years, okay. So since we're at the bass tank and I've got master installer Darren, who said his last name's Hallman, which makes us brothers, which it's not Hallman. And I've got Hookup Sookup, who's top 5 live scoper in the world. Let's talk about something that all you guys ask about all the time. Let's talk about what are the best settings on your graph for live scope. Got a brand new boat here. Electronics aren't set up. Let's go up here and do it. You show us the very best overall settings to get the clearest screen so we can live scope bass like Hookup Sookup. It's the best settings for live scope. And yes, we're going to do it from the console.
Yep. So first of all, this right here is a dirty word in live scope, and this auto.
Yep.
Never set your stuff on auto. So if you're just starting out, you're gonna go, yeah, it's lost. 45 to about 70 foot. If you're starting out, 65, 45, somewhere in that range. Don't make it too far. Don't make it too close if you're just starting out. And then on the depth right here, same thing. You want to look just a little bit lower than where you're fishing. So if you're in 10 foot of water, look to 15, somewhere around there. All right. So what everybody else likes to do is they just go to the gain and they just want to think the gain's a magic word, and gain's not the magic be all. What you first need to do is you need to go into menu. So hit menu. You go into sonar setup. You need to go into your noise reject. I like noise reject on high. It's going to slow the screen down. TVG, just keep it off. Ghost reject, you may keep it off or go to low, but don't take it much above low. No need to. These are your 90% rule, right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to appearance, and you're going to hit your color gain. Instead of having it on default, you're going to crank your color gain up into the 80s to 90 range, somewhere in this range. Now it's going to vary from day to day, so you can play with it. Sometimes I'll take it all the way up to 100. From that point, now you're going to take your gain and adjust your gain to how you want it throughout the day. Now a lot of people think they want their screen looking like that, where it's just black everywhere. That's not true. You take your gain up and you bring as much noise as you can in the picture that you can stand. And that's going to give you all the detail in the world that you need. If you really want to get good with your live scope, that's how you need to have it set. Don't worry about this black screen stuff.
It's that simple.
It is that simple to start with. You can get more complex in understanding what the different settings do. TVG versus noise reject, ghost reject, and all that stuff. But if you start from there as your base, day in and day out, you're going to get where you want. Now I'm going to show you one other thing. Go to your menu, sonar setup, appearances. Color scheme. We got it set on amber. There's all these different options. I like amber for when you want a brighter return. I like copper for when you want it dulled down. Copper is this screen right here. Got that color. When you want the image dulled down. Why would you want it dulled down? Well, let's say you're wanting to look into cover or near the bottom, or there's certain situations where that fish return is joining in with that object too much. And so we do copper to dull it down. Now let's say you're wanting to look into timber or look further out or look deeper. Then I got one other option for you. Sonar setup, appearance, color scheme. We're going to go look for black emerald. Now for the Texas boys, I'm telling you, this is the color of their choice. For some reason, that timber down in the Lake Fork area, the Lake of the Pines, all that stuff, black emerald is the way to look. Once again, if you're looking deeper, like you're looking 30 plus to 80 foot deep, you're looking around timber, or you're wanting to look out like 100 feet, 120 feet, that black emerald is the choice.
All right, there it is, straight from the horse's mouth. I've never used black emerald. That's it. Easiest settings. We get it all the time. What are the best settings? You just got it. Another big question we got is, why is your grass so much clearer than everybody else's? Right? Why are they?
So there's a couple reasons, okay? One of them, the main reason, is the power harness. You know, you guys already went over the Bass Tank power harness. This thing was designed so you have no voltage drop. You got a lot of voltage and it's clear power, right? It's not interfered with, not a lot of interference, okay? Secondly, which is not a scientific reason at all, is that I can have my screen really dirty, or like where everything's on there, really hot, as we like to call it. And then when you film it with another camera, it filters it dark looking and looks it clean. So actually in reality, it's not what you see in real life. So that is a big thing, is like, I think people overemphasize that they want this clear screen as if that's going to make them catch fish better. Then they don't realize the guys that are actually catching fish, their screen's hot and dirty. And most people get in the boat with me and they're like, no, I don't like it. And then boom, we start catching them. They're like, oh, I get it.
What are you doing?
What's up, brother?
Doing all right.
Hanging in there, bro.
This is the guy. So when you call the Bass Tank, you need to always ask for Zeke. If Zeke's not on there, you tell him I'm going to call back later.
His cell phone number is 509.
You tell him that I sent you there personally. Say, Hallman said to call Zeke.
Absolutely. If you guys call, let me know that Bradley sent you.
He's head of sales. And he's always around here, and he's always the one answering the phone when John's off fishing, Scott's on vacation, and Darren has stuck his head up underneath a rod box somewhere.
Picking up a few today.
Watch out! Is this what's going out?
This is what's going out.
Are y'all paying attention? This, honest to God, is all what's going out?
I didn't sign up for this.
Dude, you need a bigger truck. I don't think it's big enough. Oh, look who's sitting there.
Look, DeForest right there.
I'm telling you, this is DeForest. That is DeForest. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
DeForest. He's been a part of this for a long time. He's probably on the phone, or we're interrupting him right now.
I'm not on the phone. Just going through the last little bit of orders, making sure products get shipped out to our customers.
DeForest has been here since almost the very beginning. DeForest is also a big bass fisherman and a fan, because I've come in his office before and he's got live pulled up instead of orders pulled up. Everybody around here is a fisherman.
He does.
All right, boys, that's a wrap. It's the last of the Bass Tank. I am out of here. John's going to go back to work. Darren's going to finish up this guy's boat. And I am going to head back to Norman, Oklahoma. So appreciate every one of y'all being here. Don't forget, bump that like, hit that subscribe. And guys, if you need some electronics, don't forget the Bass Tank. Until next time, I'm out of here.
Thank you.